Yo, what's going on, my gremlins? They finally added the weekly challenges for Lego Fortnite, so let's go ahead and get into those. For survival, we have to craft a glider, craft a thermal detonator, defeat 3 sand troopers, enchant an item, and travel distance. That's not too bad, so we got that. Let's see what we got for sandbox. Destroy building pieces with a thermal detonator or dynamite. Use a fishing rod to catch 5 fish. Place furniture or decorations in a dry valley cave. Okay, none of these are bad, so we got these for sure. I only need 2,400 more studs to unlock the Durr, so I think I'm gonna get it today, so I'm excited for that. So I'll start off in sandbox mode, and my first challenge is to destroy 100 pieces with a thermal detonator or dynamite. So lucky for me, I spawned in with 25 thermal detonators and some pieces that I didn't want there anymore, so I go ahead and start blowing those up, but those weren't enough. So I went ahead and flew to this little shack that I had built for a daily challenge, which if you've seen my daily challenge videos, I'm sure I built it there. So if you watch those, shout out to you, leave a comment. But anyway, I blow it up because I don't need it, and it's just there for a daily challenge, not important. And then I have this pillar that I have for a daily challenge, I blow that up. And then I have like this little like rail with a bunch of like thrusters and a door with a bunch of thrusters that I had for a daily challenge again. So I blew all those up and it still wasn't enough, so I just placed a random piece, like a bunch of them in a circle, and then I blew those up and finally that was enough. But next up, my next challenge was to go and get 5 fish. So guaranteed spot for fish is in your Star Wars cave. I feel like every time I'm in there, there's always at least one spot, and it's kind of by a waterfall. It's like in the middle of like the transition area, so if you're used to going to your Star Wars area, you know where the spot is. It's always there. You always see it every time you pass it, or at least I do. So yeah, just go and fish there and get 5 fish. That's all I really gotta say for you for that one. So after you catch your 5 fish, you're gonna want to go head to a dry desert valley cave, and you're gonna want to put 20 pieces of furniture in there. So I just made it feel like kind of homey in there, a nice little nook in the corner, kind of cool little base sort of thing, you know. That was it. That's all the weekly challenges, you know. They're really easy. I want to do my daily challenges, so to get out the way, I just threw some chickens down, so now the chickens live there. And then I had to place some wheels, so I flew down the cave a little bit, and I had some structures in there from other daily challenges, and I just spammed wheels on there, but they were the wrong wheels, so don't use like the small powered wheels. It has to be the simple wheels that you can't power or whatever. This had to be a straight up wheel, so just place 12 straight up wheels. I learned that today, I guess. That's kind of awkward, Lego Fortnite, but whatever. And then I just had to flip the switch like 6 times, so I just found a spot to place it, and I flipped it back and forth, and that was all my daily challenges. I low-key thought I unlocked the Durr build, but it was just these two, and I wasn't as excited. It kind of threw me off a bit, so I was still 545 studs off, but I know I have that within like 2 or 3 challenges on my survival, so I'm excited to do those. So I'm gonna get into my survival challenges. So now that I'm in my survival, I can go look at my challenges. So all I gotta do is craft a glider, craft a thermal detonator, defeat 3 sand troopers, and enchant a weapon. So the first one I'm gonna focus on is enchant a weapon. So I'm gonna enchant my forest axe, and I'm planning on doing durability. So I need 1 rough amber, and I need 10 granite slabs. And then I also gotta keep in mind that I have to craft a glider. So I'm gonna go look at my inventory, which I have in this building. So I found some granite slabs and I found a silk fabric, but then I get attacked by skeletons because my villagers love opening doors and they're not strong enough to fight all the skeletons, so I gotta fight the skeletons off. So I bob and weave and I fly over them, and then I flank them and I take them out, and I go through this whole little adventure of fighting skeletons. But anyway, I find like some silk and wool fabric, and I got some flex wood to make my glider. But I didn't have enough material, so I went ahead and went to my Star Wars village because I knew I'd have enough over there. So I get the rest of my flex wood and I make them into rods for my glider. And while I'm waiting for those to finish crafting, I go and find some rough amber and I use that to enchant my axe. By the time I was done enchanting my axe, my flex wood was ready, so I get my flex wood and I craft my glider, which I guess I'll save in case I get like a friend or like somebody on with me and they need a glider. So if one of my homies is on with me, I guess they got a free glider, so shout out to Epic, I guess. But now I just have to craft a thermal detonator and fight 3 sand troopers. So to craft a thermal detonator, you need 2 Durr steel and you need a blast core. So I didn't have any blast core at my Star Wars base, unfortunately, so I'm gonna go for the sand troopers first, which I actually found in a random encounter, luckily, so I was pretty lucky with that. I didn't have to go find them in a cave or go search around. I definitely didn't go look in a cave and it was already taken out. But anyway, next challenge, I had to go find that blast core for my thermal detonator. So I go to my grasslands, But pretty much everything I found could be summed up in this chest, so I had to go fly to my shore village, except my vehicle was stuck in the ground and I had to back out. And that's whenever I found out that I unlocked Dusty Durr, so I was really happy that I unlocked Dusty Durr, but I didn't finish all my weekly challenges, and I'm gonna finish all my weekly challenges first, and then I'll get into Dusty Durr. So now that I'm able to fly to my shore village, I go to my shore village and I look around for some blast core and I find 4 of them. So I got really lucky with that, and then I got even more lucky and I found some plastoid so I can make a rebel workbench. So I make a rebel workbench and I make the only thermal detonator that I needed. And I just needed one, so that's all I craft. But if you're following along, congrats, you finished all your weekly challenges. Good job. You might have been close to your Dusty Durr or you unlocked it like me. So if you unlocked it, congrats. Now you can start building your Dusty Durr. And if the most exciting thing that I was excited for is that now I have the hamburger piece, so I could spam that everywhere. I definitely got like a bigger vehicle build in mind that I want to put it as like an ornament on top. So definitely keep an eye out for that video. It's going to be coming out pretty soon, if not tomorrow. But that's all I really got for you today. I'm just going to speed build the Dusty Durr in the background, maybe put a little music over it, but it's been muted. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. I'm almost at 500 and I'm super close. Thank you so much for 400 subscribers. That's just crazy to me how fast that happened. So I really am appreciative of y'all, and I don't know, I really do love every single one of y'all. It's crazy that I even got here. So shout out all the gremlins. Y'all are amazing, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.